on digital, and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2. Russell Brand.
It's a pre-recorded show, but that needn't make any difference. What, do you need to know that I'm actually there now? I'm not going to be able to help you if there's a fire. With me in the studio to co-host the show with me and probably derail the show and undermine me is Jonathan Ross. Hello, Jonathan.
Hello, Russell. What a ridiculous thing for you to say. Why would I want to derail you in any way? You're doing such a great job on your own.
Oh, now, although I am a post-structuralist, you've actually undermined me there about the undermining. It's very clever.
A little bit.
We've got a very good show coming up. Here's what's going to happen over the course of it, Jonathan.
Yes.
Ģeļ García-Bernal.
Oh, what marvellous.
He's the actor. He's a Spanish actor.
I think it's
Ģeļ
García-Bernal.
You're at your depth.
Ģeļ García-Bernal.
I think enunciation was never your strong point. After all, for almost 2 decades, you were known as a man who couldn't pronounce a particular letter.
Call him Pedro.
Oh, mate, Pedro, how's it going? He's going to be on. He's the fella that I know mostly as Che Guevara in Motorcycle Diaries. That's what I know him as mostly. But there's other things, isn't there?
Yes, many.
Moros Peros and Y tu Mama Tambien.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Do you like that one? That was directed by Alfonso Cuarón.
I forget, of course. You've got quite a diverse career.
And Alfonso Cuarón came round my house for dinner one night.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
You
with
don't
Guillermo
have
del
people
Toro.
round
And
for
guess,
dinner.
listen to this.
Who, Del Toro? Got him out of Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, and guess what I made them watch at the end of the evening?
Go on.
The latest Rambo movie.
Did you?
And they liked it. I forced them. And first of all, Guillermo was enjoying it. He was on board from minute one.
Really?
Alfonso, being a nice liberal fella, he was saying, "Oh, it's too bad.
This is American imperialism.
He's killing too many people. Oh, he's killing me." And by then he was going, "Rip out the throat of the pig! Kill him, Rambo! Kill him!"
Really? You turned him round?
Turned him round to be a
In a
violent
way,
warmonger.
you've done that to the nation. You've taken us from a poetic nation of literary people and made us idiot, Luddite, heathen.
What a link.
Through your shows.
Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be prouder. Thank you for that.
I've done that.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, but God bless you.
Coming up, also, we will be talking to Dennis Norden, mostly on account of the fact that he was on your show. I bumped into him in the corridor.
The marvellous Dennis Norden. I've now had the chance to finish his excellent book.
Yeah.
And there are 2 or 3 jokes in it which are of the very highest quality. One, which I would maintain, and I've been talking with Danny Baker about this, possibly the greatest joke ever written.
Surely, Jonathan, when it comes to naming the greatest joke ever written, the old name of Russell Brand will be attached to that
Wasn't
gag.
even in the top 100. Because you don't really write jokes, do you? What you do is you exist on a sort of like a waft of whimsy. Whimsy and looking like something that Tim Burton threw out in an early sketchbook design for The Corpse Bride.
Damn you! I've got jokes, I've got stories, anecdotes, and I've got a certain spirit, a je ne sais quoi. You should see my new stand-up, it's brilliant, as a matter of fact.
I can't wait.
What's this best joke ever written by Norden, then, or don't you think you can do it justice because of your poor delivery?
I could do it, but it needs a bit of setting up. Is he coming in, though?
He's gonna come on the telephone with us.
Well, I could steer him in that direction and let him take the credit he so deserves.
Will he falteringly and haltingly deliver it, or will he deliver it succinctly?
I'm here as a safety net if he falters or halters.
Thank God we've got you.
Yeah.
Very much
I'm here
the
for
wind
you,
beneath.
as I have been for the nation for the last 20-odd years.
We look to you in times of crisis like this. There's a bloody credit crunch! There's a credit crunch! It's all been crunched!
So
we've got you.
I would say, don't panic.
Don't panic. We've got Jonathan Ross, a safe pair of hands.
Don't panic.
He and his millions that you're giving him, will see us through this credit crunch. Also coming on the show is Manuel actor Andrew Sachs. He's going to be on.
Manuel, is that what you call it? You're going to call him Manuel actor to his face?
I don't like doing that to people, calling them, like, people that are only known for one thing. I don't like to reduce them.
You do that, Russell. Don't say, what you do is you fake a degree of kindness and intimacy early on in the conversation.
Oh, hello.
And then you come in and go, yeah, you is what? Manuel off the TV, innit? It's hello, we got Manuel with us, ladies and gentlemen, from what is off the 40 Towers.
Well, I think I'm actually like that. That's a very fair depiction of me.
And they go on his daughter. That's the sort of thing you'd say.
Actually, I did. Interesting that you should say that, because Manuel's granddaughter is in a Baroque dance group called the SatanicSluts.com. Have a look at them. And David Baddiel, who was kind enough to do the show with me last week, once popped round, and a couple of the Satanic Sluts were there in that capacity. And she always said to me, don't mention that to me granddad, Manuel. And now here we are.
On 40 Towers.
So when we talk to Manuel, we must be careful don't mention that his granddaughter's a satanic slut.
He must know she's a satanic slut. He probably just doesn't know she's been out of your hot tub.
I don't know what's more shameful for a grandfather.
Oh, I think we do.
No, because my hot tub, in a way, it's cleansing. It's like Lourdes in that hot tub.
I dread to think what's breeding in your hot tub right now.
Me, most nights. I'm in there breeding. I'm living it up.
The amount of your DNA and the DNA of random youngsters you've lured back with the promise of a free DVD.
I could get your DVD
and the chance to meet Dennis Norden.
I'm quite close with Dennis Norden. Keep it in the parlour. Are you one of those people who's been lured back here on the pretence of receiving a false DVD? Dennis Norden will be coming up, as will Manuel actor Andrew Sachs. Also, we'll be doing some of our regular items, gay, where we help people with gay problems. Also, we'll be doing Jingle Race War, possibly, because you know we get all the jingles for this show, Jonathan, via listeners. Of course you know, because you pilfer ideas for your own tired, jaded franchise.
Well, if I did, I'd be listening to Adam and Joe.
They truly are innovators.
The true innovators.
They are, Adam and Joe. Yeah. So, they're brilliant. I'm having to go Adam and Joe. You're here, also, to some degree, to promote what we can only describe as a book. Your book.
You described it as a book, well done.
Yeah, it's a book. I'll describe it as a book.
You're in it, of course, a tiny bit.
I know, because when it was sent round to my house last night quite late...
Yeah, you browsed.
I browsed through it. I'm really good at scanning a text and finding my own name in it.
Of course, sure.
I only found it once, but you said it's in there twice.
I think it's in there twice. Well, which bit did you find? I can't remember.
I found you saying, like, you know, you're talking about hats, and you said that, Russell Brand wears a type of hat. It looks like he's got a head injury.
You came round once you were wearing, and seriously, I said to Jane, should I phone an ambulance? It looked like you had a very badly applied bandage around your head.
It was cool, that hat.
You looked like an ant or something.
No, it looked nice.
It didn't look nice.
It was too tight, was it?
No, it's just like, it's the fashion. I know it's the young person's fashion. Other young people would have seen you and gone, cool hat, cool beans on the hat, man. I see the hat and go, oh my God, he's got an injury or a wound.
Do you know much about Our Children Talk? Because your eldest daughter, Betty, I have to
Betty, cool beans.
Really focus
cool
to
beans is a new
her.
expression. She says all the time, says, yeah, cool beans.
Ends, that means where you live. Bear means many or a lot of.
Hey,
There's bare people round my ends.
Bear means many. There's hench means kind of buff and muscular. Hench is a good one there.
That's so confusing.
Butters means something really bad, but there's a new one now. Crutters.
Crutters, even worse than butters.
Crutters is the new butters.
If you like butters, you'll love Crutters.
Yeah,
yes,
I can't believe it's not butters. It's Crutters.
Oh, well
hey, but speaking about
now, this is why we're giving him all of your licence fees.
Russell, they're not. They're only giving me about 50%.
That's very reasonable. Cheap it off the price it is.
I've got a text on my phone, speaking of young people.
Text on your phone, is it?
Guess who texted me yesterday?
What's next, Poppers?
Guess who texted me?
Go on. Who?
My man Dizzy.
Your man Dizzy?
My man Dizzy texted me yesterday.
Disney Rascal!
Hola!
He never texted you.
He texted me, I've got it on there.
Go on then. Read it out. I bet you didn't understand it. I bet you didn't understand, because you didn't understand the abbreviations. Did he use a smiley face? Give him my number!
He doesn't
Disney Rascal, my number!
I suggested giving you a number and he refused to accept it. Okay, where is it? Hold it, here it is.
Well, actually, thinking about it, when we grew up in Compton, Los Angeles, Dizzy and I were on a rival gangs.
Here we go, here he is. This is the one for you, Steve. Yo, bro. This is Dizzy.
He says this is with a D.
Dizzy. This is spelled
This is Dizzy.
This is Dizzy. Good 2, the number 2. C, just the letter. Ya again. Hola.
He says
That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
He probably was saying that sarcastically, I imagine.
How dare you? How dare you?
That is quite a good friend. I'll tell you who I've been troubling is the young actor. I'm doing The Tempest, the film of it, with Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren and Sir Ben Kingsley. Yes.
All of those. Lord Hilton. A lot of very noble folk.
You're playing Ridiculo, the jester or something.
You can reduce my part if you like to Ridiculo, but I think we all know that Shakespeare's greatest character is Trinculo.
Oh, yes, Trinculo.
Scholars are torn. Is it Hamlet or is it Trinculo? Played by Russell Brand. I'll be playing Trinculo. All right. Do I compare me to a summary day?
That's embarrassing. I admire you for taking on, because you've done one movie which, let's face it, quite a few people went to see.
Yep, it was a hit movie.
And to do one which no one's going to go and see, I think it shows you in a good light. It's a nice thing. It's a good to balance out your career like that.
Can't argue with you on the subject of films, because you've got that other programme where you're much more serious, George.
Yes, I put on a totally different face and voice.
Serious.
I go, yes.
Well, you know, credit to them for, but personally I didn't enjoy it. But, you know, I like to see you being all diverse and stuff. So you couldn't find my name in your book there.
No, I can look for it for you. I'll find it something.
It would be nice if you made an effort. Anyway, Ben Wishaw's in that film with Helen Mirren.
I like Ben Whishaw. He's a very good actor.
I think he's got a quality that James Dean has got. He's tortured.
He's dead.
Well, no, that's not what I was focusing on.
Well, then what are you talking about, you idiot?
Brooding intensity.
Ah, yeah.
He's got brooding intensity.
So many other actors you could have reached for, living ones perhaps.
Well, who? But I've not seen any other actor that's got this brooding intensity that young Ben Whishaw has got.
Give us 3 minutes, I think of 5.
All right. Bloody hell, he knows his friends.
There's a couple of good Frenchies who've got it. I tell you who's got it, Mathieu Amalric, who's the new... I've overpronounced the name, obviously, I've overcooked that.
Really, yeah.
Mathieu Amalric, he was the guy in... I think he's a new Bond villain in Quantum of Solace, and he was in the wheelchair.
Is it one of the blue eye that cried out a blood tear?
No, that was
that's the next film.
He looked a bit like Jimmy Carr on a good day, didn't he?
Handsome Jimmy Carr.
Yeah, handsome Jimmy Carr.
It's a nice handsome Jimmy Carr.
Handsome Jimmy Carr for you, ladies.
So Ben Whishaw, I got his phone number because I've on account of doing that film.
Good.
And I've left him a message. He's not responded yet.
He won't respond. He won't call you back.
I got into his brooding intensity, and
he won't call you back.
Overwhelmed me.
You'd break his whole image. Imagine if we'd seen that with you. There he is, working on the whole brooding, intense, deep, slightly troubled, hanging out with a clown. not only a clown in real life, a clown in the film as well. Why does he want to do that?
Well, you know,
he'll be out with the cool kids. You've got to realise you've accepted the bullied role on this.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah,
I'm a laughing stock.
You're not even going to be allowed to eat with Sir Ben Kingsley if you're Trinculo. You'll be in a different little...
I'm edgy, dangerous stand-up comic, mate.
Yes.
What about that for
one of the very best, one of the finest.
One of the finest. Okay, so coming up later, we will be... I will just... Look, hopefully... I've left him a message that I put quite a lot of effort in, and I'd like it if he responded. That's all I'm saying about Ben Whishaw. If you do know Ben Whishaw, try and encourage him to contact me.
The sort of people he hangs out with are not the sort of people who A, listen to you, or B, will be bullied into such a craven attempt to have him pretend to be your friend.
They will. They'll be bullied.
They're not people we know. They're people with depth and real lives.
What are they like, those people that don't want to be famous? Sometimes I wonder about those guys.
Well, I don't wonder anymore. I just pity them.
And that's the kind of show you're in for. If you want to text us, you can't, because it's already happened, all of this. If you want to phone us, you simply cannot. Do go to bbc.co.uk and look at the vidicast. There's been one of Jonathan, there's one of last week, with me, with David Baddiel, there's one with Amstel, Noel Gallagher. Think of all the wonderful co-hosts, but can any of them be a challenge to this man leafing through his own book vainly? Did you find it?
I found it.
Okay, well, let's... after this record, we will hear that thing. Mr. G, Poet Laureate of the show, will be summing up the show in a minute. Why don't we listen to Guns N' Roses? And Mr. G, you're going to summarise the entire... What do you mean?
It's not the end of the show yet.
No, but at the end of the show, you'll summarise the show. Don't feel any... don't summarise this. There's nothing for you to summarise. You just say, oh, Jonathan Ross came in, sat down for a while.
Sprinkled a bit of stardust.
Bit of stardust, lovely. We were all very grateful. There was a bit of chat about Ben Whishaw and Dizzy Rascal. Did you respond to Dizzy Rascal?
Not yet. I'm going to leave him hanging. treat them mean, keep them keen. That's what I've discovered.
Keen,
especially your rappers.
Yeah, no, that's right, because he's used to walking all over folks, isn't he? So he needs a short, sharp shock.
Give him
what Disney needs.
Taste of his own medicine. Boy in the corner.
Yeah!
Jezebel.
That'll wake him up to himself. Nice. Yeah. Doesn't matter how many text messages you get from Disney Rascal, you're still very much an outsider in the youth market. Will you turn off your phone? Have you been on the radio before? Do you know how this industry works?
Yo, Disney, what's up, my
man?
That
is not Disney Rascal!
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm down with that whole bag.
That is Danny Baker calling you! You are talking to Danny Baker, who's probably written your previous jokes. Yeah? How about that?
All right, darling, see you later. Bye. Sorry, I'm turning my phone off now.
Is that your wife, Jane?
Maybe.
Why is she not? Why didn't she? Surely you told her I'm doing a pre-record with Russell Brand. A highlight.
No, she's told me not to mention your name in the house anymore.
Oh, come on,
She finds it pollutes the atmosphere.
How dare you? That woman is very, very
fond. She had to get an extra Glade out to clear the air.
The plug-in glades, not even spray glades. You need electricity to cleanse the air.
She's a big fan of the Febreze, my wife. When she used to smoke in the old days and sometimes not bathe too often, she would spray Febreze in her hair in the morning before she went out to work.
Really? Febreze in the hair? That's not even meant to be applied to the body or hair.
Yeah, it works.
No.
It works.
I don't like the perfume masking odour. I'd rather deal with the odour.
Of course you don't, because you're no better than a dog.
Hey! I'm better than most dogs. Up on my hind legs. Look at me go.
Performing dog on Britain's Got Talent. Russell Brand.
Give me another year of fame. Arf, arf, arf.
Have a bone.
Thank you very much. I've already got one. Old Helen Mirren. Not old Helen Mirren. Helen. I'm in that now. I'm in that fictionally.
Tell her what she just said.
You've not got her number.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with her and Dizzy tonight. We're going... We're going to McDonald's.
Ooh, the king of hip-hop, the queen of Britain, Jonathan Ross, all together. Preposterous. I've developed something of a relationship with her. I did my first rehearsal with her. We kissed on the lips.
Of course you did.
Yeah, we did, actually.
Of course you did.
I would have a relationship with Helen Mirren. What I'd like is...
Do you mean a physical relationship?
Yes, I'd like to sort of lay my head on her bosom. She stroked my hair and go, good boy, that's it.
I'd rather take it quite roughly from behind.
Really? Roughly?
Yeah, and then just go for a nice walk. And talk about how disappointing it was for both of us.
So, sorry, well, we can still... do you think our relationship can survive this dreadful sex?
I think if you are taking someone from behind, it has to be roughly, don't you?
Well, I maintain... from behind.
No, the gently from behind is nonsense. Who wants gently from behind? No one.
The fact you've gone behind them because you can't bear to look in their face.
You see, he gives so much away about himself.
I don't go from behind. I don't go from behind. I like us to be around the front looking at the boobs.
Only ever... You're so vanilla.
I'm not. I've got a lot of moves, Jonathan. Well, I'm vanilla in that it's, adult human females, but outside of that...
You've got one thing. If there's a young man listening, or maybe a young girl, even who's in a different position, but if there's a young man listening who's going perhaps on a first date and thinks he might reach that point of closeness in that way...
Oh, yes, I know about this.
Is there a move, a gesture, or perhaps a lie you could share with them that always works in those situations?
Yes! And here are those lies. Keep the topics of conversation to spontaneity and adventure. Don't go, is it nice in your family? Did you get a bike? Right. Talk about things like, what's the best holiday you've ever had? What's the most reckless thing you've ever done? What's the most spontaneous thing?
So encourage them to associate being with you with happier times.
Yes.
Okay.
Then bang, pregnant, strike. Get them back, out of the comfort zone. Isolate, alienate, alone.
Yeah. So separate. You're like an evil wolf.
I resent evil wolf.
Right, okay, you're like a benign wolf.
A kindly wolf in a waistcoat.
You find a lamb on the edge of the herd and you go and round her off and take her away and get her over to the bushes and you go, best holiday you've ever had. And she goes, Bali. And then you're on her and she's pregnant and she's
pregnant with a little mutant wolf lamb baby.
Farmer comes out and goes, someone got old Ellie away from the pack and now she's mangy and dying in the ditch.
Exactly, but if you can imagine that being said in Manuel's voice, oh no, Mr. Faulty, the satanic sluts, he no last, my granddaughter.
Oh dear.
Yes, that's pretty much one of my techniques. So if you are going on a date, do that. Spontaneity and adventure.
Positive.
And find out what they lack inside themselves, then represent that thing yourself. Then they'll want you.
But that's a terrible cynicism about you. Terrible manipulation.
No.
I used to think you were better than that. Now I see the scales have fallen from my eyes, Brian.
Did you have scales in your eyes?
Yeah, I'm a fishy boy.
You certainly are.
I'll fish.
So Helen Mirren, I did have a kiss on the lips with her, and I do love her, just to clear that up.
Old Helen Mirren, as you call her, I believe.
That's what I call her, affectionately.
Oh, poor old Helen Mirren, you call her.
God bless her. Stop me, old cow.
She's still a gorgeous, vibrant and attractive woman.
She is. When she met, she went, hello, and she looked at me and I was all enveloped by her charisma. Not like when you walk into a room. Dreadful, dismal affair that is.
I know.
You slinking in, a shadow man.
It's disappointing, isn't it?
Shall I check the paedophile register? Should this person be here? Some fella from the shadows.
It's those reactor-like glasses I'm wearing, isn't it?
Why are you wandering around in sunglasses?
I don't know, I had them on, I forgot to take them off. Simple as that. I'm not bothered about that sort of thing. It's not...
I sometimes wear sunglasses by night, and that's because I get photographed on accounts of being in the public eye.
I don't know
so don't judge us.
People say, you shouldn't wear sunglasses indoors. If you want to wear sunglasses, wear whenever you want. Wear a hat whenever you want. Wear
what you want.
Wear what you want when you want.
Exactly. And if you want to show people your erection, do it.
No, that's not okay.
Do what you want.
That's not okay.
Well, no, that's not okay. That must never happen again. Dear Russell, says Joan, you and Helen Mirren are working together on Tempest, aren't you? When she was on Jonathan Ross's radio show this weekend, she said you were immaculately turned out. Yes. And yet, Jonathan, you have not passed on this information, knowing it would make me feel good about myself, because you exist only to destroy my self-esteem.
Because what you're lacking is people telling you nice things, and Russell, in your life.
If you look into that room,
what you're not surrounded by is people blowing smoke up your anus.
They're actually quite impolite, a lot of those people. They're clinging onto their jobs by a thread.
They're terrified of you, I can see. They're sitting out there thinking, credit crunch, like the fool, credit crunch, pretend to love the fool, credit crunch, might survive, pretend he's got talent, credit crunch, that's all that's going through their mind.
I overcame a lot in early life, Jonathan. I think that I've not
as much as Richard Madeley.
Richard Madeley. Did your legs up? Listen, Richard Madeley may have been lashed with bamboo cane as a younger man. He's overcome it, and for that, I love Richard Madeley, and for his crude qualities.
I love Richard Madeley too, for so many reasons.
So we've got a letter here about Richard Madeley. It says it's from someone called Yoldas. Well, Russell, thank you for speaking out on behalf of a good chunk of the population, like myself, who has taken dislike towards Richard Madeley. I like Richard Madeley, both of us like him. Upon reading his Guardian interview, where he reveals an aversion to left-wing policies and Fidel Castro's leadership of Cuba. One thing people forget to appreciate is how many countries you count on the face of the planet that actually attain first-class living standards with the given resources available. Good point. The debate is continuous. You have proven that you are a first-class presenter. Proven.
Boring
you
letter.
can mutter boring about my letter, but first-class presenter...
You know what's so terribly shallow about you, Russell, and where to begin? Is that there's someone's taking the time to write a letter, and they're keen to show off to you they know a little bit about
Fidel Castro,
world
Cuba,
politics and all that.
I know that too.
You only read it out because they say something nice about you at the end. That's
That's
the only reason you've inflicted that rather dull and pointless and self-serving letter upon us.
I was trying to open up a bit of debate about socialism during the credit crunch, mate.
You weren't.
I was thinking perhaps there could be a socialist alternative to capitalism.
No, you weren't.
But if you can't take a bit of talk about economics and revolution, Jonathan, because you're up in your ivory tower.
Can you imagine? Imagine him in politics, can you? The Speaker for the House, you go, first of all, I want to say, well, thank you all so much for coming today, for me. No, we didn't come for you, Russell. Anyway, I've got a new book out. I'm doing a tour. I'm
You're
in a
the
movie.
One with a new book out?
Yes.
I have got a new book out, Articles of Faith.
Good
Very
Lord,
good book. A lot of people are saying. In fact, I've got an email here, Jonathan.
Here we go. Did it mention you, Russell?
Well, you will find out.
What a remarkable thing.
A lot of people are saying this is one of the most interesting emails we've ever had.
A lot of people are saying.
A lot of people are saying that. It's from Jeremy. Hearing you and Alan Carr talk about names for his book last week, How's Your Father, and Go On Have a Fag, made me think of the title for your second autobiography coming out soon.
Hold it. Your second autobiography?
Yeah, what?
How can you have a second autobiography?
Because you've got an interesting life,
you
not like you,
much more since
raking around for anecdotes in that thing, Jonathan.
My book, I bet you enjoyed my book. If you took the trouble to read it, you'd like it.
Would I?
Yeah.
Why? What's so bloody good about it? You rambling on about your domestic bliss and millionaire status. You're out of touch!
Hold it. Jealous. You're out of touch.
Become a man!
Just because one of us formed a meaningful and lasting relationship in our life and isn't chasing the fantasy that was denied him by his cruel parentage.
No! I had a meaningful relationship just yesterday!
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Deborah, she was called up.
You haven't had a meaningful relationship since you were about 9.
I have!
And that was with your cape.
Me and that cape! Where is the cape? Fetch my cape! My cape! Nurse the screams!
Look at this fascinating study in a narcissistic personality dissolving.
My personality is
like
very well put together. Don't you dare make me dissolve. Not at least till the second hour, Jonathan. We've got to get through this. We've got to get through this. Dennis Norden's on the line now. Hopefully a man who will treat me with a modicum of respect, and we'll be kindly to him. Don't, Jonathan, do help me with the interview by all means, but could you not blunder into it? Like, you know how on your own chat show you don't let guests talk.
Last week? Is that
David Baddiel, a man who I cherish and treasure.
To me, he overstepped, he kept butting in and he went on for too long.
Shut up!
Poor David.
Poor old David.
He comes in to do you a favour and then you badmouth him behind his back. Do you want me to read you this bit from my book about you? I bet you're keen to get to that. It's nice about you.
Go on, please read me something.
It's talking about my early sexual experiences, which were limited. They weren't like some people who threw it around other places. I was limited. I was frustrated.
I'm not surprised. You're very irritating.
I was also unattractive back then. I know it's hard to believe now, but anyway. And I talk about the fact that after having tried to practice cunnilingus on an orange for several years...
orange?
Well, I found a copy of my mum's Cosmopolitan and he said that's where you should practice. So I practiced on an orange. Nothing like it in real life.
Nothing like it.
I've been squirted in the eye once or twice.
Well, you're very lucky. That means you're quite good. The practice is paying off.
I'm quite good. I wrote the book on it.
Well, here is that book.
Anyway, so then I go on about how I also, like you, Russell, tried it on with the family vacuum cleaner. As a young boy. But this is where you get mentioned.
Tried it on? Well, did it knock you back? Well, I'm sorry, I'm very busy. I've got to do the stairs.
I didn't find it at all satisfying.
You didn't like it?
Quite painful.
I quite liked it. I mean, there's the noise that I didn't like. The guttural groan. That was just me. I mean, the vacuum cleaner as well splattered.
So here we go. I go and I say, I suspect that this practice, at least as a one-off, is nowhere near as rare as you might think. A few years back, listen, why did I write this? If I could take back the words I'd written, that fabulously talented...
Woohoo! Russell Brand!
Yeah.
Russell Brand!
Yeah,
4 more years! 4 more years!
Yeah, sexually insatiable powerhouse.
Yes!
That is Russell Brand, admitted to having done the same thing. I didn't come out about my own experiences at the time because I didn't want to spoil his moment. Notice moment.
It's a pretty long moment,
in the
baby.
limelight.
It's a lifetime.
What's the point of making
glory?
a big, embarrassing confession in public if all your mates just chip in and tell you they've done that as well?
Good point. And I come across lovely in that. Actually, your book, Jonathan Ross, is well written.
You haven't read it?
Well, the bit I just heard then was well written. But could it ever be as well written as a book done by much-loved treasure of the nation, Dennis Norden? Hello, Dennis, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Hi.
Hello, Dennis. Now, this will be a nice experience for you. I know you've been on Jonathan Ross's show before, and I imagine that was arduous, was it?
It was tough sledding, but it worked out fine.
In the room, Dennis. I'm in the room. Just so you know, I'm in the room, Dennis. How are you?
Yeah, it was a breeze, Jonathan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Dennis, Jonathan has credited you with writing perhaps the best joke of all time in your recent book. What is the name of your recent book, Dennis?
Clips from a Life.
Clips from a Life. Apparently...
Yeah.
You've written the best joke of all time. What is it?
Well, unlike Russell, I've actually read your book, Dennis, and enjoyed it thoroughly from cover to cover. Yeah. It's one which, you go along and you're chuckling, and every now and then you get a power punch in the stomach with one of the best jokes you've read for years. And there's one moment you're discussing, and I'll try and prompt your memory because I don't have the book with me here. There's one moment where you're discussing how you and Frank Muir, when writing for the great Jimmy Edwards, would while away the hours coming up with either songs involving puns based on popular names, such as instead of I'm always chasing rainbows, it's I'm always Jason Robards.
Right.
And then also coming up with pun-based American television shows that you wish they would make.
Can you remember that, Dennis?
No, I can't remember that.
Okay, and
I really can't remember that.
Well, the one which I loved and laughed out loud and I've repeated to many friends was, I think it was something like, by day she rules the courtrooms, by night she's the queen of musical theatre.
Oh, yes.
And the name of this show would be?
Would be 𝙲𝙷𝙰𝙽 DA.
Now, isn't that just about one of the best jokes you've heard in your life? What's a when?
𝙲𝙷𝙰𝙽 DA.
Instead of 𝙲𝙷𝙰𝙽 DA, 𝙲𝙷𝙰𝙽.
Oh, right,
𝙲𝙷𝙰𝙽 DA, District Attorney. It's a brilliant joke.
It's a musically perfect pun from Dennis Norden. Who would expect anything less?
It's a moment of genius.
Thank you, Dennis and Jonathan, for the midwifery. Yes,
Bob
Dennis?
Monkhouse always used to talk about his ultimate ambition being to write the ultimate joke. In other words, a joke that you'd hear once and you'd never, ever need to hear another joke. You just fall back on that one, repeat it, laugh, and so on. You never need...
I like that idea.
Yeah, he spent his... And the last time I spoke to him, I said, how are you getting on with the ultimate joke? And he said, I think I've got the first line. So I said, what is it? So he said, a man went into a chemist's shop.
That's the ultimate joke. Oh, what a tease!
That's fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Monkhouse was teasing us from beyond, even from beyond the grave. He still pops up on the television.
Yeah.
I've seen him advertising something. He must be committed to that product.
He wasn't really advertising something. I think he was suggesting that people take better care of themselves.
Well, either way, I've been to a lot of chemists as a result of it, and I'm fit as a fiddle now.
Russell's on a similar campaign, Dennis. He's looking for the sexual experience will be so great that he never needs to go chasing rainbows in that direction, which he spends all of his energy doing at the moment.
The ultimate orgasm, Dennis, that's what I require, and that's why we've called you. I'd like you to be present, sir, as an officiator, an adjudicator, to see how ultimate that orgasm was.
Like Norris McWhirter.
Obviously, like Norris McWhirter. In this case, we'll be going to the chemist immediately after to medicate the poor brood, for there will be multitudinous.
What was the best man went into a chemist joke?
I don't know any jokes about a man going into a chemist.
Well, a man went into a chemist shop.
Yeah.
And he said to the chemist, have you got anything for laryngitis? And the chemist said, good morning, sir, what can I do for you?
Well, so that he has to keep saying it again and again until he develops laryngitis. What, he's in a vortex?
That's very good, I like that.
It's about a vortex, I don't understand.
Because you're a simpleton.
I see, no, I get it now. OK, I'm a bit daft.
I love the thing you told me, Dennis, you said when you went to your doctor and you were having a bit of a chest problem.
Yes, this came in the category of the ones that didn't register, the jokes that fell flat, the runts of the litter. And that was when I went to a doctor once because I was having a bit of trouble, and he said, what you've got is an infection of the upper respiratory tract. And I said, and he said, well, in layman's terms, it's a high chest cold. And I said, as in high chest cold to say, I love you.
Some of us are laughing, some have their heads in their hands in here, Dennis.
I touched myself erotically, and I think, ironically, you have given me the ultimate orgasm just with your saucy phone talk.
My life's mission is achieved.
What a terrible thing to blame Dennis on.
Hey, that's creditable. He'll probably get an OBE or something of Her Majesty on account of that.
Long overdue.
Dennis, thank you very much, and let's go and buy Clips from a Life, which has what Jonathan Ross described as the best joke he's ever heard.
Great jokes all the way through.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Russell. Thank you, Jonathan.
Dennis,
Nice to speak to you again, Dennis. Take care.
Thank you, Dennis.
Right,
I love you more than Jonathan does. That was Dennis Norden there. I had the wrong notes. I was reading the Andrew Sachs interview notes.
I know, why were you doing that?
Because I was confused. I'm disoriented.
But try him on the table.
There was a lovely bit when you told me to shut up.
No,
listen to this.
No, because he was
Podcast
talking. I
story.
thought, don't interrupt, because he's elderly, and don't interrupt the elderly.
I know, it's lovely.
Show
Yeah.
a bit of respect.
It's one of those. That's how I treat
Now
you.
you went with
actually.
Helen Mirren, you should be that. You're familiar with.
So yes, the tiptoeing around, folks. There he went, old Dennis Norden. That was a lovely moment.
What a great man, what a talented man, what a career he's had.
What a career, what a wonderful gentleman. Now, Jonathan, when you came blundering in here, throwing your weight around, demanding bleeding steaks and the like, you mentioned something about, my son's got a computer game, or there's music on it, I want to...
No,
I didn't really understand what you were saying.
Yeah, because you were too busy making eyes at the leggy lovely you brought with you today.
Oh, what a lovely she is, and how leggy. She is a bra model to die
She
for.
does look, she's gorgeous, but she looks to me unsatisfied in some way. She looks frustrated. She looks like she's on the verge of something she was hoping would happen. Didn't happen. Do you know where she was last night? Where she might have spent the time?
Actually, she was with me, so
That's why she's unfulfilled. Look at that.
Oh, it can't be that. No, I was doing press-ups near her for about half an hour.
Yeah, you see, that's what you need to learn. You need to learn slow hand technique.
Slow hand Ross there. That's what keeps him going. Right, go on then. What are we meant to do? Listen to this. What is this thing then?
This is my kids love video games. My little boy in particular, who you've met, the lovely Harvey, he loves video games.
Lovely head of hair, that boy, and a gentle manner.
Well, there's something happening this week in his life, which I might tell you about.
Not cutting his hair?
No.
Oh, God.
He's going on his first date.
Little Harvey, first date, the cat's in the cradle. Oh, my God, Jonathan, are you ready?
Yeah, I've told him not to listen to any advice from Uncle Russell.
I'll help him. I'll help him through that date.
None of that
about
bully them psychologically until you get the way you want, and then slip them the finger. None of that nonsense.
Go on, Harvey.
Okay,
Ironically, that's exactly what you must do.
He's a lovely 14-year-old boy. He doesn't need that kind of poison in his head. So, anyway, but we both got excited about the forthcoming game Mercenary 2, which we were looking forward to. And it was advertised on television, mainly in America. We were there over in the summer. We had our summer there, with this song. And it's a great song, so I went and downloaded it so we can play it together when we're in the car. And
what is the function of this song in the game Mercenary 2 that you play with your son?
I think this appears at the end. It's like the end title sequence. But it kind of sums up the game itself, which is about some bad people, yes, mercenaries, but perhaps they had bad upbringings and so on. And this one has been betrayed by the people who employed him. And even though they're rogues and they're, let's face it, modern-day pirates, at the same time, they have a code of honour.
Right, these mercenaries have got a code.
You hire a mercenary, you've got to pay him. If you hire him and you don't pay him afterwards, well, you bring this on yourself.
Because what I would say, though, is you're a mercenary, you've called yourself a mercenary, I've treated you in a mercenary manner, how can you possibly be offended?
Because you don't murk the merc.
Don't murk the merc. So I think if any of you are thinking of reneging on a deal with a mercenary, think twice, because that mercenary will, of course, seek revenge.
Or indeed taking out a mortgage with a bank.
Do consider that as well in this time of credit crunch crises.
Don't panic.
What are you doing swooshing about in your chair, Jonathan?
I like to fiddle around and move around a little bit. I'm like a dog rubbing myself on a couch. It gives me a sense of pleasure and also control.
Pleasure and control. That's how you live your life. Pleasure and control.
I do lead my life. I have a lovely life. I can't complain.
No, I've seen the way you live it. Sometimes I've had the privilege of coming around your house and watch you live your life, and it's a sickening spectacle.
No, it isn't. You love coming around my house. It gives you a sense of calm, and that there may well be order, and possibly somewhere at the end of this rainbow that you're wasting your time chasing, there might be a moment of calm, or indeed a quantum of solace for you.
Oh, a quantum of solace.
The name's Brand. Russell Brand.
Yeah.
You'd never be Bond. Look at you.
I could be Bond.
You're like a monster.
I could be him.
You're like
you're all spies, are you? Well, your numbers up. I've had my eye on you, mate.
You make quite a good Bond villain.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, but not in a proper Bond movie, like in a rip-off Bond movie.
No, not a rip-off, like scary movie rip-off type. No.
That's your future.
No.
That's what you dread, isn't it?
I'll win an Oscar.
He's only...
You're going to have to, on your film programme, you're going to have to talk about me seriously, and I long for that day.
Young Russell, when Russell goes home, when he's on the few moments when he can tolerate his own company and he's not dragged someone else back to his house to inflict physical presence on them, he stands in front of the mirror wearing only a pair of his pants that he had when he was a little boy, his lucky pants. He squeezes into, does his link to the past, and he looks in the mirror, and he goes, he says in a tearful voice, what does the future hold, Mr. Mirror? Is it fame and Oscar for me, or is it scary movies? That's his fear.
Right. What about you then? You're a comic book nerd, and that you've built this uber confident persona because you're a snickety little nerd.
No, I'm now completely at peace.
Watching films.
I'm like the Buddha of showbiz now.
Get out there and have affairs.
No.
Get amongst it like me. I'm out there at the coalface of promiscuity.
Russell, here's the thing. I know I could, but I chose not to, and because I'm comfortable with that choice, it's not an issue. I know you had David Baddiel saying, I'm envious of your profligate ways with the sword. I'm not envious of you.
You envy my sword ways.
No.
I'm a one-man crusade. I'm cutting my way through it.
Swordways sounds like a film they could make about you, isn't it? A sequel to Sideways.
Swordways? Oh, God, I'm in California. I'm a little bit tipsy. I'm having a crisis.
Instead of a wine-tasting holiday, he's gone on a vagina-tasting holiday.
Oh, this one's delicious.
The bouquet in this cup is both pungent and lovely.
Oh, this one's very oaky. Hold on, what if we mix them together? Go on, girl, scissor it up.
Like cheddar in a rose.
Cheddar in a rose. Every night's party night in the Ross household. Cheddar in a rose.
I had a very nice night with her last night. She's very obliging. And she's gone to work today wearing a saucy thong. Well, I asked permission. Also, but last night, because she's going out late tonight, she said, can I go out? She's going out with people she's working with. I said, fine. Only
She's going out with what, sorry?
She's going out with some people she's working with for drink tonight. She said, do you mind me going out? I said, not at all, darling. Can I take you from behind now here in the office?
You negotiated?
Yeah, no, I just said, look, quid pro quo. You've put that on the table. Let me put this on the table. Let's see if we can come to an agreement here. We did. It was marvellous.
That's how you keep the marriage alive.
Well, one of the ways.
Can have a relationship of some kind.
No, you're doomed to die alone.
No, I know that. But I'll always have them satanic sluts.
I do dread to think about your future. I worry about you, Russell. I do worry about you.
Why? What do you think might happen? I'll be all right when I am brilliant.
Here's the thing. Look, say your hair goes, right?
Not the precious hair.
And then your looks go a little bit.
Not the looks, the glorious looks.
And then say people think, uses the big words, but does he really understand them? And then they start
education.
And then you're alone in a house with a mirror in your lucky pants.
In me lucky pants.
You'll be like you'll be like Tony Slattery in the Lost Years. Standing in front of a mirror, howling for hours like a dog.
You don't realise, I've overcome alcohol and drugs. I'm clean as a whistle. I'm sharp as a thistle. I'm soaring. I'm a good actor. I can sing a bit.
No.
I'm a song and dance man.
Russell,
I'm a traditionalist. I'm postmodern. I've written a book. 3 books.
You know I'm there for you. I'm willing you on.
You're trying to destroy me.
No.
Well, you just said I've been the mirror in my child pants.
Well, that's true.
Which I do have.
Yeah. I bet you do have a pair of child pants somewhere.
Well, they're not mine.
What's the oldest item?
Stole them from your son.
What's the oldest item of clothing you've got in your house? Do you have an old, much-loved T-shirt or perhaps a cherished vest?
No. I've just let go of the past. I've moved on, haven't I?
That's positive.
Positive. That's how I've got to look at my life, right?
Yeah.
Keep moving forward.
Empty the drawers, blow out the dust, wipe away the cobwebs.
Get rid of it. Get shot. For heaven's sake, let's thrust forward powerfully from the pelvis. What a show it's been so far. You're listening to Russell Brand on BBC Radio 2 with Jonathan Ross, using his experience as a broadcaster to unsettle me.
No, not at all.
In a minute, we're going to be talking to Andrew Sachs, Manuel actor. The elephant in the room is, what Andrew doesn't know is I've slept with his granddaughter.
Can I just point something out? Most of us assume you've slept with our grandchildren. Right, that's now the assumption.
You're as yet unborn grandchildren.
People from a certain age will come in thinking, even Dennis Nordengrove and said, darling, do you think Russell's had a go on any of our lot? Everyone of a certain age assumes you've at least gone sniffing round.
Yeah, it's interesting. Open any newspaper, there'll be a few people in there I've had it off with. That's the one of the that makes it spices up the paper of a morning.
Is it true you and Anne Widdecombe had a weekend?
Me and Widdecombe discussed numerous things.
I can imagine you settling down with someone like that.
Why do you think I'm going to end up with some matronly broad?
I think you're looking for a pillowy figure to snuggle down to, who at home will offer you the comfort that your own troubled soul denies you.
Yes, because it's in my troubled soul. There's a lot of ag. Yeah. Now, do you think I could possibly still carry on sleeping with the younger girls while I got the matronly one, like the two of us?
Possibly. I know a few people who are in relationships a little bit like that, actually. Yeah, I know someone who married someone, and clearly it was more that they needed a rock upon which to base their life, and then they've got a job which allows them to travel a lot, and I've seen them get up to hoity-toity business when they're away.
Think we can work out, listeners, who Jonathan's talking about from the clues? One of the partners travels away. He's famous. Don't try and ruin it.
He's semi-famous, but now they're divorced as well. He spoiled the whole game. But it was weird. The whole time they were married, we never met his wife, and then once he showed us a picture, and we went, Oh.
Oh my word, what a terrible spectacle.
And I thought, if that's the one you're carrying, if that's the picture you're carrying around with you, what are the ones that you didn't bring out?
What's the horrible truth?
Yeah, but you won't know him.
All right, fair enough. No, let's forget it. Let's forget that as an item as well. Later on, we will be doing lots of things like gay. That's an item we have on the show,
I like
Jonathan.
the sound of that. I love the sound of that, because you know I'm down with the gay.
Are you?
I love a gay.
Really?
I'd quite like to be a gay
I
if it
suppose
wasn't
you've
for
got
the man
those
on man sex.
gays on your show.
I like the way they dress. I like the way they walk. I like the way they talk.
Right.
I like the movies they go to.
Well,
I like the music.
You're going to be fantastic at this whole gay item, Jonathan.
makeup.
You've got it all. I mean, you've stereotyped him quite brutally.
No, I'm not stereotyping at all. I just don't have the love of cock.
No, that's it. Okay, so I believe, is Andrew Sachs going to be on the phone now? Don't embarrass me when we're talking to Andrew Sachs by mentioning the granddaughters.
Who do you think I am?
Let's get more research up here. Right, we'll be talking to him about 40 Towers. That's definitely going to happen.
Number 1, 40 Towers.
Right, that we'll talk about. He's released 4 singles as Manuel. 4 singles in 1981, including a cover of 𝙲𝙷𝙰𝙽𝙽𝙴𝙻𝚂 UK number 1, 𝙲𝙷𝙰𝙽𝙾 Face.
Should we ask him to slow down so we can catch up? So you've released all 4. We haven't had a chance to listen to all of them yet. Don't make any more till we've really enjoyed the first lot.
Let us savour a little while, like cheese in a rose, how
Like
Jonathan approaches a vagina.
Like you bringing your second book out now before really we've absorbed the first one. I wouldn't rush it.
That's been absorbed. It's a smash hit book, e-book. Also, listen to this. Manuel is sort of promoting, or Andrew Sachs, he'll be appearing in a documentary, The Bill Made Me Famous, alongside Martin Kemp, Roger Daltrey, Paul O'Grady and Pauline Quirk. All people who have been made famous by the bill.
I would dispute that. They were not made famous by the bill, nor were you.
Hold on, that's the whole premise of the documentary,
Well, I'm undermining it right now with the truth.
Doc.
Here's the fact. Do you think of Paul Grady and go, oh yeah, he was in the bill?
Made famous by it.
No. Do you think of Russell Brand and go, yeah, you know what, he was in the bill? No.
Made famous by it.
Manuel Saxy thingy. Do you think he was in the bill? No.
The thing was,
they were not made famous by the bill.
Between me being in the bill and becoming famous, a decade of addiction and trauma occurred.
And that made you more famous than your brief appearance in the bill.
It did. Well, look, that's the phone ringing. We can hear the phone ringing. We're just going to go, all right, Andrew, and we're going to just go straight into talking to Andrew Sachs.
I don't blame
Andrew
you.
Sachs's... Right. Oh, no. What, this is Andrew Sachs's answer phone? Right, Jonathan. Well, this is unconventional.
I'll blurt something out.
Don't blurt something out. Not on the answer phone,
Sorry,
Jonathan.
I can't answer at the moment, but please call again or leave a message. Speak after the tone. Thank you.
So lonely.
When you've left your message, just hang up, or for more options, press 1 at any time.
Hello, Andrew Sachs. This is Russell Brand. I'm a great appreciator of your work over decades. You're going to be on my show now, mate. I don't know why you're not answering the phone. It's a bit difficult. I'm here with Jonathan Ross.
Hello, Andrew.
That's Jonathan Ross speaking now. We understand. Anyway, well, I can still do the interview to his answer phone.
Let's do it. I
think. Andrew Sachs, you will be appearing in a documentary, The Bill Made Me Famous, with Martin Kemp, Roger Daltrey, Paul O'Grady, Pauline Quirk.
Yes.
Did the bill really make all those people famous, Andrew Sachs?
I maintain it didn't, Andrew Sachs.
That's Jonathan speaking.
I maintain you rose to fame with your own talent in other performances, not just a guest appearance on the bloody bill.
We thought you was better in 40 Towers. I don't even remember you being in the bill. I didn't know you was in it. And nor Pauline Quirk.
I don't remember you for 40 Towers. I remember your singles. I've got all 4 of them.
Well, there were 4 great singles. Now, Andrew Sachs.
Don't call him Manuel. That's really bad.
Call him Andrew Sachs.
Oh, I apologise.
I said Andrew Sachs.
He's an idiot.
Look, Andrew Sachs, I've got respect for you and your lineage and progeny. Never let that be questioned.
Don't hint.
I wasn't hinting. Why did that come across as a hint?
Because you know what you're talking about.
Now, when you were doing...
He fucked your granddaughter!
That's his answer phone!
I'm sorry. I apologise. Andrew, I apologise.
It's still on the answer. It's on the answer phone!
Well, I can't help it. You were talking about it and it was in my head. I apologise.
Jonathan!
I got excited. What can I say?
I'm coming on
It
your
just came out.
Right, you wait till I'm on your turn. Andrew Sachs, I did not do nothing with Georgina. Oh no, I've revealed I know her name! Oh no, it's a disaster! Abort! Please watch that show! I am out of the bill, starring Andrew Sachs. I'm out of the bill!
Again.
Abort, put the phone down, Code red! I'm sorry, Mr. Folty, I'm sorry! You're a waste of space! Oh no, Jonathan!
Why did you tell me? I forgot. You were talking about his great... You mentioned her, and then it was in my head, and then it came out.
I know, you can't be blamed for this, you're just trying
How can I carry that around in my head like a big brain blister all day?
It's too much for you.
How to pop it, let the pressure out.
Get the pressure out, in a way, yeah. It's like them people that drill a little hole in the front of their brains.
You know what's so lovely about you is your understanding.
That's right. We can move on from that.
You forgive me? We moved on?
We've moved firm friends.
Oh, like it's really bothered us, though. He's the poor man sitting at home sobbing over his answer machine.
I know, and what's going to happen? I'll get a call now from the satanic sluts.
Well. If he's like most people of a certain age, he's probably got a picture of his grandchildren when they were young and innocent.
By the phone.
Right by the phone. So
by the phone.
While he's listening to the message, he's looking at a picture when she was about 9 on a swing, and then you're on the phone going,
she was on a swing when I met her. Oh, no.
And probably enjoyed her.
Yes.
Have you got a swing in your bedroom? It's only a matter of time. Your bedroom must look like Joan Collins in the film. The what was it called? It was the bitch.
Or Stud.
The Stud. That's the one.
My room is lovely. It's sort of all velvety and very sexy. There's a Christ-like figure in the bed and a depiction of Christ above it.
Sometimes I get a bit worried that you think you are the Messiah.
I do a bit.
I know you do.
Well, it's only because I'm in contact with the universe and I convey all this glory.
No, you're not in contact with the universe.
I am,
and
mate.
you don't convey glory.
No, I don't, mate.
Allow yourself to believe that. I know it seems that way because you're famous.
Yes,
and
like Jesus was.
And people will spend time with you and enjoy your company.
Me.
But no, Jesus wasn't famous.
No, he was a big celeb, mate. I don't know if
He was not famous until he was in the bill.
Yes, the bill made me famous. Now I remember distinctly I played a glue sniffer, and it was from that was a real launch pad for the Gospels. Why give me Japanese lessons now? Go start the radio show. It's the second hour you're listening to the Russell Brand Show. That was Stevie Wonder.
On the smut and hatred you threw out in the first hour.
Hey, there was no smut or hatred. There was you blundering sociopath, leaving saucy messages for Andrew Sachs.
Can I just say I do regret that now.
I regret that I've ever met you, and if you didn't have your own shows, I probably wouldn't. I still just think of you as famous Jonathan Ross from the telly.
That's so not true. Meeting me was one of the high points of your career as a famous person.
Actually, it was integral. I probably wouldn't be as famous now if it wasn't for you.
Exactly, and can I apologise to everyone listening?
Not to me. I'm very, very grateful and pleased about it.
I'm eating here. Don't put your foot on the table.
I've got too much shoelace up because I was nearly tripping over. You're listening to the Russell Brand Show. You're eating sushi and chips, which just shows what a conundrum you are.
I just wanted chips.
Sushi
Russell
chips.
wanted sushi.
I'm bourgeois, but I'm from Leytonstone. I can't cope. I'm clinging to my past.
I'm not actually from Leytonstone.
Leytonstone Wolves. I don't know where you're from. Camden.
And then when I was 2, my parents moved to Leytonstone.
Can we move on? I met Gordon Brown in the week. I don't care exactly where in London you're from.
That must have been a low point for him. He's thinking, bad enough I've got the credit crunch and the world economy crashing. I've got to put up with this foolish scarecrow.
He looked very, very pleased to see me.
This gay ragamuffin.
Hello, Gordon. How's the economy? Grabbed his little bum.
He thought his one good eye was failing when you walked in.
Hey! Don't you start on his eye.
Well.
That man has been like a prime minister to us. Don't you... Oh, he's doing a face. He's doing a face of Gordon Brown. A squinty face of Gordon Brown.
He looks like a laughing dog.
He is a gorgeous, craggy hero.
I like him.
Do you like him?
If I could say where I was going to vote, I would say I was voting for them, but I'm not allowed to say where I'm voting because I'm forbidden by my BBC contract.
If I could say where I vote, because I'm not, but for bigger bribe, I'm a BBC contract.
Good broadcaster.
I don't vote nobody because it's stupid.
No, because you're a self-obsessed narcissist.
And remember that revolution, we've already discussed how I'm the new Jesus, which Jonathan tacitly agreed with.
I think I didn't agree with it. I do worry that you do occasionally, when you're alone in your special pants, think you might be the son of God.
Well, more like the universe is using me as a conduit for revolution.
Which it isn't.
It is, though.
No, it isn't.
Well, we'll see what happens.
You're nothing to do with Buddha, you're nothing to do with anything.
Ssiddhartha, a bit like him, if you watch the film.
Have you encountered the religious faith Shintoism?
No, what is it about?
It's an older religion than Buddhism that was predominant in Japan before Buddhism entered from China.
Oh, yeah,
and it's essentially, I think it would suit you down to the ground.
Again.
It would suit you down to the ground, because essentially you can find the Godhead, the divine spirit, in everyone and everything.
Yeah, but I do that already. I don't need a bloody textbook,
but don't act like you've invented it. That's my problem with you. You're going around saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, you're not. It's there already,
just because it was all invented 2,000 years ago already, that don't invalidate my brilliant inventions that I'm doing now, live or pre-recorded on BBC Radio 2.
Russell thinks he's Jesus. Let's kill him and see if he can come back.
We did it with you when you came back. 10 years on ITV, staggering around. Oh, should we let him back again? Should we give him another chance? See if we can drag another decade out of a soft arm.
I was lost and I am now found again.
What a pity. We should have left you there, or being Lee Hurst's sidekick on I Can't Believe It's Not Have I Got News For You.
Then you wouldn't have been famous.
Well, yeah, no, that's true. In a way, you have been yet another John the Baptist, delivering me to the people who I belong to you. I'm your champion. I'll die for you, so as I will. When the time comes, not yet, you know, a few more years.
People's princess.
In a way, I am the new Queen of Hearts. God, it's going to be a great funeral. So, hold on. So I met Gordon Brown, his wrist clicked.
What?
I shook his hand after the theatre, and everyone there in the theatre thought, you shouldn't be here. Yeah. Why are you here?
What do they think about you or Gordon?
Well, with me, they expressed that. It wasn't sublimated. They expressed it through things they were hurling. Programmes,
What were you doing there?
popcorn,
What play?
Pop-Tarts,
Have you been to see a play or
clock
something?
parts.
What have you been to?
Yeah, I go to the theatre, all right, because I'm culturally competent. Not like you, sat around reading Spider-Man comics and masturbating. I'm out there looking at theatre, legitimate theatre.
I'm just saying, I've never masturbated to a Spider-Man.
Yes, you have. No. That's why you keep them in them plastic cases.
I've masturbated
so
near
you can mop them off.
but I've never masturbated while reading one.
No, fair enough.
They don't do it for me.
No, well, he's a very sexy guy, that Spider-Man. So I was down the theatre. It's called something like More Later or No More Later or something, and it's about politics. Anyway, I enjoyed it very much. Good bit of acting, Royal Court Theatre. I recommend you go.
Did you understand it?
What? Yeah, it was good words, people talking. No, it was really good. It was about, like, I don't know, the personal and the political and, you know, it was good. I can't do the job of it. It's a play. It's a play. Go see it if you're interested. Gordon Brown, though, he was there, brownie points. He was there with his wife. Now, his wife, Sarah, lovely woman.
I've heard that, but I feel sorry for him. All day long he's got to deal with politics. Then on his one night out, he's dragged on to see a bloody play about it.
About politics, you'd think that's the last thing he'd want to see.
You want to see him at a Girls Aloud gig down the front, waving, dancing,
getting
singing
into
along.
It. Yeah, having the time of his life.
I'll hook him up with my man Dizzy, see if he wants to go out to a couple of, late night blues parties.
Yeah, that's right. That's a lovely mime. Why not? Have a mash-up, as it were, between Dizzy and Gordon Brown. Yeah. I like our commercial on Radio 2 that's got me and you in it. My bits are the best, aren't they? Are they? Surely.
I like your bits, but I know the bits I think are the best start. I think they could do without that Paul Evans in it for a start.
Yes,
right?
yes. I agree.
He looks like a grey old snowman sitting down. I think he should really. And Dermot is fooling no one with that strange dancing he's doing there. He doesn't stand around dancing during his show. He's just doing that for the camera.
Do you think so? Dermot doesn't dance while he's doing his show.
Claudia Winkleman.
Should have been just me, you and Winkleman.
I'd like to see. Why don't they put Steve Wright in the adverts, eh?
Yeah!
He's still photogenic.
Where's Wright? I want Stephen Wright in the advert because of his photogenic. I like how photogenic he is.
You know, here's something I found out about Steve Wright the other day. Mm-hmm. This might shock you.
Don't say anything mean. What is it?
Not mean. He told me this himself.
All right, fair enough. This definitely won't cause a problem. Like you blurting on Andrew Sachs's answer phone.
This doesn't show me as the young, thrusting man about town that I'd like to be. But I was standing having a chat with Steve Wright and Keith Chegwin the other night. Right, that's what happened.
Crazy days. Then the whole punk thing happened.
All we needed was Jason Donovan to come in. It would have been like the 80s encapsulated in front of your very eyes. And he said something to Keith Chegwin that caused Cheggers to sort of spit out the soft drink he was having in surprise.
In a typical David Jason splutter.
I'd missed this, so I prompted Cheggers, and what did he just tell you? He said, he tells me he does his own fillings.
What do you mean, his teeth?
Yeah, Steve Wright's son was there, and he went, yes, he does.
Steve Wright fills his own teeth?
One guy at the dentist, what he does is he gargles with TCP, and then he's got the stuff they use for fillings you can buy over the counter stage, just rams it up there like a bit of chewing gum, hopes for the best.
Do your own dentistry with Steve Wright?
I think I might see if he wants to do some other people's as well.
Why? My gnashes are in good shape.
Why don't they give that away as a prize in one of his competitions?
Because we're not allowed competitions because we can't be trusted, and you should know that. You know you're not to express your political views, and here you are trying to start up a competition where Steve Wright does dentistry on your teeth, pushing dentistry gum up your teeth.
Some of us are strictly legal. There's a phrase you'd know.
I do not recognise that phrase at all, nor do I recognise the phrase fartonmypudding.com.
But do you recognise Israel?
Oh, I recognise it, all right. It's that bit over there in the Middle East. It's all big, lovely load of stuff. Good on you, everyone. Religion's all made up anyway.
If we do a bit more this week, then this will have filled up Radio 2's political quota for the week.
The political quota, I think, was already done when you said you won't vote for no one. anyway, Gordon Brown's wrist clicked.
Lovely.
It clicked. His wrist clicked. I shook his hand, it went click like that. I felt it click. A rheumatic click.
Why do you feel this is necessary to share with the population?
Because I am the new Jesus. And on the phone now is Gail bloody Garcia.
The old Jesus.
Us at last, but Gail Garcia for now is here. Are you there, Gail?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God you're here. I'm here with Jonathan Ross, so if this interview goes off the rails, it's his fault.
I love you, Gail.
I love you more, Gail.
I love you. I love you first.
You guys also.
Oh, I love you better.
Gail, I love you in a sexual way.
I love you long time.
But at a price that's right.
Well, I'm glad it's a sexual way, not in the other sense.
I love you as a man as well, and as a human being and as a spirit, because I'm channeling the Godhead right now, not Russell.
I love you in a timeless way, an eternal way that's present in all poetry and art, Gail.
I love you in the films, even the ones I didn't understand.
I love you as Che Guevara. I appreciate revolution. I mention it every week, Gail.
I smoke cigars like Che Guevara. I love them.
Gail, I will sleep with you.
I can't top that offer.
That's not revolutionary.
Yeah.
Good old sex, it won again. Gail Garcia. Sometimes a bit jealous of you because you're handsome and your career's going well. What's it like to be you? Is it nice?
Nice. Yeah, well, yeah. I guess. I mean, yeah, everything's going all right. I'm sort of learning how to cook now.
Oh, well,
right now? You're learning how to cook? What have you been eating up till now, Gail? How have
Well,
you
you see,
survived?
I mean, you reach this sort of thing where you not, I mean, you feel that you don't do anything with your hands, so now I'm going to do that, you know? I mean, I cannot say other things I do, but...
we know.
Gail, cheeky. Gail, when you become a film star, did everyone in your village come out and wave you goodbye when you went to Hollywood? And there was like a widow, and she had a veil on, and you went off on a donkey, and everyone in the village came out. Did that happen?
I'm not the one that lives in Hollywood, man.
I apologise on behalf of the BBC for that low-level cliché and racism thrown your way.
That was insight. What about when I asked him if it was nice to be him? I suppose that's racist now.
Dad, have you seen the film Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Ah, yes. Good topic.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it. Has
Don't
it come out?
Don't bother. It's no good. It's got a fool in it.
Right, that's not in your capacity as a film reviewer. Don't put that on a poster.
No stars.
Oh, he's giving no stars.
That's three thumbs
for
down.
making me this way. Gail, do go and watch it. I'm really good in it. I do some pretending that I'm someone else. That's what acting is, isn't it, basically? Not cooking, Gail. Don't get caught up in the cooking bug.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting in a downward spiral.
You are on a downward spiral, Gail. For heaven's sake, watch out for yourself. Gail, are you in our country, England, at the moment?
No, I'm in Spain.
What are you up to?
I'm in Spain, but I'm going to be in England soon because I'm going to do this webcast, which is the first time that I'm going to do one thing like that.
Well, look, when you come here, do you want to be my friend, if you like, or we could sit together near each other?
We should definitely sit, maybe at the same restaurant.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Jonathan won't come because he's a family man. He's so comfortable with himself, cooped up in his big palace.
Gail, come round to my house. Last time I had Guillermo del Toro and Alfonso Cuarón came round and we watched the new Rambo movie.
He said that they were bastards. He said to me that he called them El Bastardos, and he said that he doesn't appreciate any Latin or Spanish-speaking folks.
Not true.
Don't go, Gail.
No, I heard you're good mates, right?
Yes.
Gail, come out with me.
Come out with me, Gail.
I'll
Come out
get
to
you
my
drugs,
house.
Gail. If it's drugs you want, I know a man.
I'll show you pictures of my wife when we were first married.
Those photos were taken illegally of Jane. She didn't even consent. Gail, no, come on, let me interview Gail in a professional way. Here we go.
Try your best.
Gail, you're out of a film at the moment. It's got Danny Glover in it and Julianne Moore. It's a dystopian drama where a group of people are inexplicably struck down by blindness. Was it nice? I don't understand that film. Is it a nice film to be inexplicably struck down by blindness in a dystopia? I don't get it.
It's quite inexplicable, yeah. It's quite inexplicable. I mean, have you read the book?
Yes.
No, he hasn't.
I read a book. It was by me. It was about all the things I've done.
Have you seen the film, Russell?
What? Inexplicable blindness?
It's not called inexplicable, it's called blindness.
I remember when I saw Inexplicable Blindness.
He hasn't even seen the film. I apologise, Gail. He's wasting your time.
I thought, now this is a good film. But when is it going to explain this inexplicable blindness
It's
to
a
me,
waste
the
of
viewer?
Gail's time. He could be practising his paella the time he's wasting with you.
By the time I could have mastered it. No, it's coming out. I don't know when it's coming out in England, actually. I'm not sure, but it came out in the United States and
well, I can tell you when it's out because of all the research I do on you, Gail.
Oh, really?
28th of November 2008. Go and see the film Inexplicable Struck Down by Blindness.
It's not called that.
Blindness. It's just called Blindness.
Yes.
It stars Julianne Moore and Lethal Weapon as people that are inexplicably blind. Oh, no one knows why.
Yeah. And at the end, don't give the end away, Gail, but at the end, does someone see again, or is it all blindness?
Well, yeah, they all end up seeing again.
Okay, don't give away the end.
What?
Just give us a hint.
Oh, come on! It's like, I mean, it's a famous book. It's like saying, I mean, at
You
the
say
end,
it's famous, but
the
you're dealing
Titanic boat.
You're
sort of
dealing
thing.
with two of the country's most illiterate narcissists, so we won't have wasted our time reading it. We just read each other's books.
Telling me that the Titanic didn't make it safely to New York? That explains where my combs and brushes and trunks have gone.
Russell only went to
Damn you, Captain! You told me it was unsinkable! Unsinkable, you said!
Russell still thinks Titanic is funny because he's got the word tit in it. That's the level he's working at.
Hey, but Russell, I did some research also on that, and I heard that you were at Drama Center, right?
Yes, I did. Was that Drama Centre, Gail? Your research is better than mine.
We kind of are the same generation, but no, I wasn't there. I was in Central.
Oh, bloody hell, we could have been...
Yes, I think we might have ended up playing football together.
We did, because we did play football, Central versus Drama Centre, and as everyone who listens to this show knows, I'm a very gritty midfield maestro. Very much a Roy Keane figure on the park.
Roy Keane with a cape.
Hey! Yeah, sort of a foppish Roy Keane with chalky bones. Oh, God, yeah, that's really good. So in a way, we're contemporaries. We're just a couple of actors talking together with a washed-up old TV hack.
Gail, don't let him pretend he's an actor. He can't act. He basically plays himself in a film not very well.
I did. I was exactly like how I am on that film. Forget Me, Sarah Marshall.
Have you ever seen a picture of Russell, Gail?
Yeah.
You know what he looks like?
That's a very difficult part to play.
Yeah. He's a terrible-looking man. It's like a joke, isn't it? Did you think it was a joke when you saw the picture of him?
Or were you so turned on that you couldn't look at the photo properly because of your willy getting in the way?
Or did you think... Did you think, blimey...
Everything got in the way, exactly.
Why has Penelope Cruz glued a beard on her face?
Hey, she's pretty. I am a bit like her.
You are a bit like her, yeah.
Yeah, actually, there's a bit of resemblance, yeah.
Yeah, I find them both attractive.
Oh, Gail, right, you're coming our country, and you and I are going to come firm friends. Well. Now...
Exactly.
You played 𝙲𝙷𝙰𝙽 in the film Motorcycle Diaries and the TV miniseries Fidel. Was it nice?
It was definitely nice.
But what was so nice? You say it's nice, Gail, but what's so nice about it?
Well, many things, man. I mean, it's just... man, it's like unexplainable. Also, it's not like the unexplainable blindness, but
no, because that was explain that. What's everyone blind for, guy? I'm gonna get an explanation on the situation. Nobody can see a bloody damn thing. Spectators.
Well, it was really nice to travel throughout all Latin America. That
How
was
nice, though. Gail, what makes you tick? You know, you tick along. What makes you tick, Gail?
I love the endless rumors of
Gail, would you like to talk to a sane person for a minute instead of a mad person?
I know where we can find one.
He's got so
you know what? Chimney sweep. I could eat it yesterday.
He's got so excited you're here because he sees you as a pathway to legitimate acting.
Hey,
he thinks you can get him in a proper movie, not one of these scary movie types.
We're contemporaries, Drama Centre and Central.
So just be warm. That's what I'm saying. He'll pretend he's your friend. Then he'll be turning up on the set. Then he'll say, "Is there a part for me? Can I play a blind person too?"
Gail, sometimes I feel a bit like
from the losing streak that Drama Centre had against Central throughout like 3 years. Right?
Gail, that still hurts a little bit. Now, I was going to offer you my skills as an actor. A man who could play someone who can't see a bloody damn thing, and yet he don't even know why he's done it. So that is inexplicable blindness in a nutshell. And you've cocked your snook at me. And we brands have long memories and long, lovely willies.
Have you
never forget it.
Have you actually got an erection now?
Of course I've got an erection, Jonathan.
Oh, he's been touching himself throughout this whole interview, Gail. I can only apologise on behalf of the British people.
Gail, I've cried a single tear. I've cried a single tear.
It's like falling into the O'Reilly program, right?
I love you, Gail. Gail, I love ya. Gail, I love ya. Gail, I love ya. Gail, I love ya. You've made me go all stiff and unusual and question my value judgments. So, Gail, when you come over here, we're going to become friends. You're not going to like Jonathan Ross. He's already abused Guillermo del Toro and other folks like that.
They had a lovely time. They had a lovely time. They loved it. They want to come back round for some more.
Gail, is there anything you want to tell us? Because we've spoken over you a lot, even though you're a brilliant, well-respected actor. So perhaps now you'd like an opportunity to speak.
Yeah, I would like to have a little chance to say something.
What is it?
Which is it's a simple thing. There's going to be a webcast on the 16th.
No, not interested.
No, don't do that. How dare you treat Gail like that? Gail, tell us about your webcast.
On the 16th.
Oh, he's like an angry child.
No, it's just a little thing that we're doing about a little documentary that we're preparing.
What's it about, Gail?
It's about resisting and transforming and sort of...
Resisting what?
Well, I mean, actually, that would be great to interview you for the documentary.
Yes! I'm in it. That's the first
he was talking to me.
No,
he was talking to me.
I could tell he meant me because he was flirting.
He was talking to me. What is resisting and transforming what?
He'd be talking slowly. Are you all right, Jonathan?
Do you want me to bring my friend Dizzy Rascal down?
He doesn't know Disney Rascal. I know Disney Rascal.
So if you want to know what it is, just check it out. Check the page thingy.
What is it? Yeah, the web page. What is it? Give the web address. Go on, Gail.
Network.com.
What.com?
Resist Network.
Is this about revolution and stuff like that? Because I know a hell of a lot about
it. A little bit like that.
I know all about this. This is brilliant.
Gail, he's playing with his chest while he's talking to you now. He's got his chest out of his shirt and he's playing with it. Well, that's not the respect you deserve. And frankly, I think you should, put your foot down and speak to your people and not let them come on shows like this anymore because it's showing you in a bad light.
Gail. I may or may not have spat on my nipples while talking to you then. If I did do it, it's respect for you because I liked you Mama Tambien and I like Amos Perros. I like everything you've ever done because you're so handsome and charismatic and elegant and understated. And I'm a great admirer of Che Guevara, and many people who played him I would have resented, but you brought such grace to the role that even when I met Che's granddaughter, some other Guevara, should come and see me in a play.
You didn't ever go on her, did you?
I tried to, love. I goes, if you want revolution, I'll unleash one between your legs.
Hasta la vista.
The mountains of Sierra Maestra. Cop for that, Gil! Eh?
Okay, man.
How for that? Go on!
Right, so definitely, man. So check it out, and then, and also,
Gail,
we will hang out.
We're gonna hang out, me and Gail.
No, did you not hear his voice there? That's him just trying to get off the phone. He doesn't want to hang out with you. He's saying that because he's now longing for the release that death will bring. All right, he doesn't want to hang out with you. He just wants you to leave him alone, Russell.
Don't go, Gail. Don't leave me, Gail. I love you, Gail. Right,
Gail. It's so expensive to call you from Spain.
You see, look, he's even making that excuse.
The pips have gone. The pips have gone. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, man, and I need to do one of those English-speaking movies like the one that you did in, what was it, Hawaii?
Forget Me Sarah Marshall.
Yeah,
exactly. I was in that.
Yeah.
If I want to pay for this bill,
Gail, you're going to have to. We'll put you in. I'll write your film, Gail. I'm a big shot. Gail, it's so lovely to talk to you. You're a lovely, lovely man with a wonderful sense of humour. We're going to go to your webcast, which is www.resist.com. Also, there's that other thing, Blindness, coming out on the 28th of November. Russell Brand, actually professional. Thank you, Gail, for coming on our show, you sex pot.
Bye, Gail.
All right, take it easy, man.
Bye.
Ciao, Jonathan.
Bye.
Ciao.
Thought he was going to never shut up.
God, it went on and on and on.
Talk about something else, Gail.
He was lovely.
Wasn't he lovely? All funny and humorous.
Put your body away. It was really horrible to see you doing
that.
What,
when I touched my nipples, you didn't like it?
It was really horrible.
What's wrong with it?
It was really horrible.
Turned you on a bit, did it?
I felt like I was being abused.
Well, in a minute you will be, because I'm getting bored of my own genitals. I'll be over there. What are you eating chips and sushi for? Clash of culture.
You know full well you couldn't handle my genitals.
I felt your willy once by mistake.
You prodded it, you didn't feel it.
I felt the parameters of it. Pinched it from either side.
It's like a torch.
Nice it was. Very nice. Liked it a lot. A lot of time for it. Now, why don't we listen to a record now by Jeffrey Lewis? He is sort of a folksy singer-songwriter, New Yorkie person.
Must we?
Yeah.
Can't we do something with a banging rhythm?
No, we're going to bang in rhythm, except in here where I'm going to abuse you. Abuse is wrong, don't abuse, folks. Or yourself. You can yourself, that's up to you, do what you like. Right. Okay, then, so you're listening to Russell Brand on Radio 2. Why not go to bbc.co.uk? Why not listen to the podcast of this show in a minute when you've finished listening to it?
Why would you do that to yourself?
Just be in a perpetual loop, a constant loop of this. Do you have a little stretch there? Getting too much for you. You're very cocky in the first link. Russell Brand rope-a-dope-cha.
Do you listen to yourself?
I'm still strong.
Oh, I bet you lie. You go home after the show, you listen to your podcast while flicking through your many books that you've written about yourself. Brilliant. While watching yourself on YouTube.
I do all those things,
I know you do.
Don't you do that then?
No.
Oh. Is that not healthy to do that then?
It's bad for you.
Why?
Because it perpetuates the self-belief you have that you're somehow important when ultimately you're not.
Hold on. If I'm not important, how come I'm the new Jesus then? I had to watch the spectacle then of billionaire broadcaster Jonathan Ross squirreling away some sushi for his daughter.
Credit crunch. Waste not, want not.
Waste not, want not. There we go.
Mend and make do.
That's what's all important is credit crunch. That's what I saw in the paper. Credit crunch. Right, we've got, hopefully Noel Gallagher will come on the phone later. I left a message on his answer phone, which he ignored, along with Wishy Washy Wishaw.
He doesn't like you anymore, he told me.
He loves me, come on.
He said to me that the initial infatuation he felt for you was past.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Hold on a minute, though, because I think people can sustain interest in me because of all my hidden depths, you know.
What depth?
Oh, you know, all
Have
the...
you actually got depth, do you think?
Yeah, quite a bit of depth on
In
account...
which respect?
Because I'm very clever.
Yeah, but you are a clever man, I'll give you that. You're definitely
Double
a clever
clever.
man, but I think you have thrown that cleverness away somewhat in recent years in pursuit of both immediate hedonistic thrills and career.
No, because of the spiritual pursuits that I do in my spare time, when I'm not pursuing my career and the hedonistic things.
You big fibbler flobbly.
Hold on, because I spent only the other day, I was with a Swami for about an hour.
Yeah, and you were with a Swami because you wanted them to go and see Forgetting Sarah Martin. And you were trying to bully them into going to see your little bad cameo in a bad comedy.
Alright, mate, alright, it's a good being a Swami, is it nice? Go see Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Go on, mate, you'll like it. What's up your skirt?
Bless you, my son. I do not wish to see such things.
There was a really good bit, right, with the Swami, where I go to him, I go, look, mate, I think I can convey love through sex. Right? He goes, he is converting us.
You know what? I'd like if you had children, right, and the Swami became your friend.
Yeah.
When he came round one day, your little boy could someone say, "Where's your dad?" "Oh, he's upstairs. He's with Dad Swami." What do you think of that? That's a good joke, isn't it? It's Dad Swami. Oh,
Dennis Norden, I think, if he were here, would have kicked you in the throat.
Dad Swami. Let's make that into a TV series.
Dad's Swami.
Dad Swami, yeah. It's like a bloke. It's a normal family, and a Swami, it turns out, he's related to this bloke, and he moves in, and his Dad Swami is, a father. His father, beaten down by the credit crunch, right? Noel Gallagher won't return his phone calls. He's depressed. he gets the Swami to move in with them, and it's called Dad Swami. Yeah.
Dad Swami.
Dad Swami.
Like it. It might work. Cut it, print it. Fair enough, but you're doing enough for Comic Relief already, aren't you?
Too much.
You're allowed to talk about what you do for Comic Relief?
You can if you want. I'm doing The Apprentice.
He steals food that it was intended for Africans. That's literally what he does, and gives it to his own children.
I have single-handedly bought lunch for everyone in Africa twice over due to my work on Comic Relief. And do they write me one letter of thanks? No.
A bloody drawing!
No. I've sent T-shirts, I've sent shoes, I've sent books, I've sent DVDs, I've sent sushi. Admittedly, it didn't make it.
No.
Do they write to thank me? No.
Ungrateful. If Comic Relief wants something off old Russ, they can have it on account of how kind I am. This is from Lauren. Hello, everyone on the show. This is a question about Noel. My best friend's boyfriend used to be deputy manager of Soul Trader, the shoe shop in Covent Garden. Other shoe shops are available, and claims that Noel used to visit them often, and also claims that Noel has tiny little size 6 feet. Is that true? Tiny little nimble feet, Noel Gallagher. No wonder he can't stand up on a stage without being pushed over like a little skittle.
You know, the problem with those little feet
He's balanced on pinpricks.
If you see a man with little feet wearing socks, they look like a bit like a dog wearing socks. You know,
Have you put socks on your dogs? Is that what we've learned?
I've seen certain films where sometimes a dog is wearing socks. I'm going to say no more.
What, sex films? A dog in socks? What's sexy about a dog in socks?
Crufts.
Why would anyone put a dog in socks?
Because if they're coming indoors, you don't want to trape the mud around, do they?
A little dog in socks. I don't agree with putting clothes on a dog. I think it's embarrassing for the dog.
You haven't got a dog, though?
I know, but I've got a cat.
Okay, well, listen, as soon as you get a dog, you can tell us what you think about dogs. Till then, keep your bloody mouth shut.
Yeah, keep stum, man. What do you know about dogs in socks?
Zip it, buffoon.
Fair enough. I spoke out of turn and I was rightly punished. Now let's play our item, what is called Gay, and it's where we help people that are or may be related to gay.
Yoo-hoo.
That's not the jingle. You can't contribute to that. Let's hear that jingle. That's quite a good jingle. Gay! Right, okay, Jonathan, I'll do this first bit. Then you. Well done. Encourage him.
Trying to get in a character for you.
Yoo-hoo, he say yoo-hoo. Good old, that's all right. Look, he's carrying on. He's earning a lot of money for that. It's good, encourage it. This is from Ed Strong.
Yes.
Right, and it's a thing he's saying. Me and my mates have been trying to reclaim the word gay so it can be used positively. We feel the recent use of gay by people like Chris Moores, nice man, to mean rubbish is not cool. We feel that it should be used to mean good, as in that's really gay or that's not gay, man, in a positive way.
What, gay day?
Yeah, right, like he used to do, Larry Grayson. This is how the word was used previously, so it's not a big leap. I hope you could use your radio show to spread this message and make this accepted social homophobia a thing of the past. Love from Ed Strong. P.S. I'm not gay myself. Gayness, in fact, disgusts me. Oh, Ed, you've let us all down.
Let yourself down at the end of
it. No, he says that his brother's come out as gay. Congratulations, Harry. Keep reaching for that rainbow, which I believe is a sex move in the gay community. Well done. And yes, from now on, the word gay don't mean nothing except good stuff and actual gayness in a man.
Once again, you're not Jesus. You don't have any power. By saying it, you haven't made it so.
That is now so.
You think you're Patrick Stewart in Star Trek, don't you? Make it so.
Make it so.
But you're not. You can't be you're not a spaceman.
I might be able to, Jonathan, because look at my charisma and physical appearance. And that's another thing I was thinking when I met old Brownie Points. I thought, hang on, you're in charge of the whole country just because you went to university.
Yeah,
I'd like to see you do a speech as good as my speech. They've got jokes in them. So, better I'm in charge, no?
Definitely.
I wouldn't make the policies. Someone else would do that. I'm the front man. I'm the Mick Jagger.
You're like the Sarah Palin of the UK.
Very much.
Yes,
the Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
Get well soon, Mum.
Do you want me to read this out?
Yeah, what is it?
Hello, everyone on the show. I have a big gay problem. It's not me reading, by the way, but it is from someone called Ross. So that's why you've given it to me, haven't you? To make it seem like it's me.
Yep.
Like I would hide behind.
We've tied you up in knots, mate, because this is the future of broadcasting,
if I was gay, I'd be delighted.
No, I'm sure you would. The gay community would probably throw up, but it'd be lovely for you.
Right, that's so unkind. What a horrible thing to say.
I think
Can I say that actually hurt me? That
No,
actually
it
hurt me.
never.
No, that did. That pierced this carapace of mine, and I'm actually
Not
quite
the
hurt now.
carapace.
Yeah, the carapace has been pierced
It's not
by
been
Brad.
pierced.
It has. It was
It's
emptied
never
by you.
been so thorough.
Yeah, no, I know it looks big, but no, you popped right through it.
Not the No, you look lovely.
Oh, you popped right
You've
through
got. I
it.
was actually going to say, and here's a compliment. Your arms look nice. Do you do some exercise? You're quite muscly, aren't you?
Come here, let's arm wrestle.
Oh no, you'll definitely
here.
win. I don't do
I
things
know I'll
like
win.
that.
What's the point of me
It's not my
fighting if I'm not going to win?
No, I'll not do an arm wrestle.
Shall
We'll
I
do it
trip him over and
afterwards.
punch him?
We'll do it on the vidicast.
Okay.
Do look at the vidicast,
Right, here you
bbc.co.uk. I'll have an arm wrestle, which I'll definitely lose, which will really piss me off,
Yeah.
because I'm actually very egotistical
Yeah.
alpha male,
Yeah.
in spite of all this hullabaloo.
You're not really an alpha
Difficult.
male.
Well, I am, Jonathan.
You are-
Very not in like you, big cocksure swagger around your house with all your dogs, you bloody cliche.
Yeah, I'm like Bill Sykes.
In a genuine way. In a leader, an authoritarian
Look.
leader that can bring us to freedom through spirituality and socialism.
You know what I'd quite like to do? Would you be interested in making a short, perhaps low-budget movie with me in which I play Bill Sykes and you play my Nancy?
Yes!
Okay.
I would be interested.
Here's
I'll
the
do
letter from Ross. Hello, everyone on the show. I have a big gay problem. I'm in love with one of my best friends. I've worked with him, Mark, maybe you shouldn't have named him, for many
he's
years,
out there.
enjoying a relatively successful career together. Over the past few years, we have been met every Thursday night from 8 to 10 and had a laugh. He's
8
bad
to
grammar.
10?
8 to 10.
That's when they
Normally
meet.
with some friends. However, recently he's not been there for a personal reason. I came on to him and he rejected me harshly.
Oh.
And since then he has failed us up on Thursdays. Well, I think we know why,
I
don't we?
wouldn't go Thursday 8 to 10 if someone come on to me in that way.
It's extremely
Offensive.
complicated. He explained, but he couldn't go on. He told me he thinks he might be gay.
Hold on, so that's perfect.
My friends were asking about him, but I don't know how to explain his sudden departure from appearing every Thursday night from 8 to 10.
That's when the meeting happens. Everyone knows that.
What should I say? Could I explain the whole gay situation to my friends who do not know either of us could be gay? From Ross, kiss.
Right, Ross. Well, okay, this is down to you and I, Jonathan. Mr. G, he's seldom of any help unless it's a poem. So it's down to you and I to solve this bloody gay
Can I
problem.
be honest with you?
What do you think?
I'm not interested.
You don't care about
Not
the gay
really.
problem?
Not really. Sort it out for yourself. And if not, I've had a look around. There's hundreds of gays out there. Find a new one.
You've undermined our item, Jonathan.
No, I haven't undermined.
You've
I'm just saying
undermined it by saying you don't care.
I don't personally care about this man's problems. Sounds to me like he made the whole thing up just to get his letter written out of the radio.
You sound to me like you hate gays.
Well,
like
if that-
Enoch Powell, but for gays. Is that right?
There'll be rivers of cum. The famous speech made yet again. No, I do not hate gays, and I refute that allegation. Wildly, and that I know made for comic purpose only, but even so, frankly, I resent it.
Help the gay lad, then. Look, mate, if you and that lad want to be gay, don't listen to Jonathan Ross's advice, which was you should be put in some sort of pen and gawped at by Victorians flipping your farthings.
Just an island, like the Isle of Wight.
Like the Isle of Wight. Lovely gay island for you and your mate.
Lesbos.
They want that word back. The islanders of Lesbos go...
What's this about everyone wanting words back? Look, you don't own a word. You can't claim a word back. It gets used, it gets reused, it gets changed. It's organic, it flows.
That's the nature of language. You can't own words. Now pack it in.
Stop it.
Right, good, well done. That's
Thank
the
you.
first
We've solved
sensible
that problem, if not the 8 to 10 dilemma of Ross and his gay friend.
Ross and the 8 to 10 gayness. Okay,
Do you think they should switch to a Wednesday night meeting? Would that solve it?
Why don't you and your mate meet on a Wednesday night, get all your gay friction out of the way, like work out whether you want to have gay sex or not, maybe even have the gay sex.
Gay Friction, was that a film? Like Pulp Fiction?
Gay friction. Yes, burgers, mayonnaise, etc. The whole thing would work almost flawlessly.
People who bought you Dad's Swami.
Gay friction, our pun-based movie franchise. I think actually, meet him on a Wednesday between 6 and 7, work out your gay problems, then do maintain your Thursday 8 to 10 meeting.
Or don't. We don't care.
I care a bit.
You don't really care.
No, I don't. No, you're right. So neither of us care, but basically, love for you.
Love and peace.
Love and a bit of the old piece. Here is some news. A Cambodian couple hoping to avoid the country's convoluted divorce process have separated by sawing their house in half, local authorities said Thursday.
That was an episode of Steptoe and Son. Yeah,
Steptoe and
exactly.
Son.
Steptoe and Son, one of the finest episodes with the revolving door barrier to get to the loo.
The revolving door barrier to get to the loo.
You're a bit like the older Steptoe.
Oh, don't say that to me, Jonathan.
Harold.
Don't compare me to Wilfred Bramble.
I'm ever so sorry, Harold.
Oh,
Dad! Oh, Dad, what have you done? You've done it again, Dad.
I'm ever so sorry.
I just wanted a chance to make my own life, Dad, and you ruined it, didn't you? You went and ruined it.
You won't be able to start your own life. You'll fail without me. Here, stay here.
Oh,
See?
Dad.
We've captured the basic dynamic.
Dad, where's my Swami?
If you imagine that in Cambodia, you've got a Cambodian version of Steptoe and Son.
Are you fluent in Cambodian?
Very much, and that's why I've been able to interpret those words so sagely. Well. Here's a few, because they've just given me an original Cambodian newspaper, and this is just the gist of it. Husband, Myam Rim, and his wife, Nda Anan.
Am I alone in having lost interest in this item?
Well, I'm just on autopilot now.
I'm sorry, I'm sitting here laughing and blushing at the same time about the message we left on Andrew Sachs' answer machine earlier.
Why did we leave that message on Andrew Sachs' answer phone?
I feel like I was in shock, and now it's becoming a reality for me, and I'm going to be blushing and feeling terrible and sweating like I got the flu for 3 days now.
Well, it's going to be difficult. Look, just
do you know where he lives? Do you know where he lives? Why don't we go round his house on the way home and apologise?
That's the only way we can make better the Andrew Sachs situation we've created, right, by leaving that answer phone message where you said Russell's effed your granddaughter. The only way we can make it better is by leaving another answer phone message, Jonathan.
All right, I'm going to... Oh, God, I don't know if I can hold it in.
But this time it's going to be a kind of nice one where we apologise for the previous one.
All right, let's do it.
It might just work. Yes, we can do it. I think, what was that? My Richard, she wanted to buy... Oh, blimey, what a sort... Come on, mate.
Richard the Third birth.
Hey, don't mind if I do. Dear. Why not?
Stop being in a room with Chaz and Dave.
I am a composite of Chaz and Dave.
According to one thinner skin.
All their diverse qualities I've captured. So, yeah, let's ring back Andrew Sachs.
Yes.
Right, there's Andrew Sachs's phone. Oh, I hope what if he answers this time?
You're on your own then.
Oh,
You're on your own.
No, Jonathan.
I'm pretending I'm here.
Please. I'll do anything. I'll owe my whole career to you.
Hello. Manuel here.
Right, sorry, I can't answer at the moment, but
I'm too busy thinking about killing myself because of the harsh truths of my daughter's social life. Right.
When you've left your message,
yeah, we all know that. Why do they bother with that bit these days? It's a waste of our time listening to that bit. Andrew, this is Russell Brand. I'm so sorry about the last message. It was part of the radio show. It was a mistake.
Just a joke. If there is any truth in that, I don't know. It was just a joke.
It was just a joke,
Russell asked me to say it as a joke.
It was just a joke that we done, basically. I didn't ask him to say it, though. But, you know, aside from that bit, this one's true and the last one's not true. And
it might be true, but we didn't want to break it to you in such a harsh way.
Right, okay, look, the truth is, look, Andrew, I'm phoning you to ask if I can marry, that's right, marry your granddaughter, Georgina the granddaughter.
And I'd like to be a page boy.
He wants to be a page boy. We're going to have a 40 Towers themed wedding.
No, you've spoiled it.
No, I thought I made it better. Oh, look, I'm sorry, I'll do anything. I wore a condom. Put the phone down. Oh, what's going to happen? Look, I've got a mental illness. Do you think that made it better?
You'll never become King Rat in the Variety Club now, Russell Brand.
No, that's over for me. I'm never going to be King Rat in the Variety Club.
You're never going to be welcome to old showbiz.
Jonathan, I think we've made the situation worse.
I think who would have thought two people like us could possibly have made the situation worse?
How could we? Have all our skills, our social skills, our talents, our experiences.
Our intentions were pure.
You know the only way we can make this better, don't you?
Let's phone him again.
Let's phone back.
And this time, let's leave a nice message.
We've got to make it better. We'll phone Andrew Sachs back. We've got to stop upsetting Manuel. Okay. This time, Jonathan, I'm convinced we can make it better.
Well, what should we not mention? The war?
Just don't mention the war. Don't mention his granddaughter. Don't say you only ever played Manuel. Don't mention the 4 records.
The bill.
Come on, let's do it.
Famous and then
don't mention the bill in a negative way.
Let's just sing to him.
Right, yes. We'll just sing to him.
Gift of song. What song should we sing?
Well, I'll make up something as I go along.
And I'll do the bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
I'll be Bing Crosby, you're David Bowie.
That's what I've always seen our relationship as.
Lovely song.
A Christmas-themed hit.
Sorry, I can't answer at the moment, but please call again.
He was bent over the couch.
Speak after the tone. Thank you.
When you've left your message, just hang up, or
Shut
for
up,
more
that bloody
options,
woman.
press 1 at any time.
I'd like to apologise for these terrible attacks, Andrew Sachs. I'd like to show contrition to the max. Andrew Sachs. I'd like to create world peace between the yellow, whites and blacks. Andrew Sachs. Andrew Sachs. I said some things I didn't have oughta, like I had sex with your granddaughter, but it was consensual and she wasn't menstrual. It was consensual, lovely sex. It's full of respect. I send her a text. I've asked her to marry me. Andrew Sachs. If you deign it, this nuptial pact could be. Oh, Andrew Sachs.
Will you marry me?
Will you marry Jonathan?
No, that's a different part.
Sounds like he wants to now.
This has made it worse.
Look,
I feel it's made it worse. You've trivialised the whole terrible incident. It started fine and then you went on about nonsense.
You said you wanted to marry him. It was
because I didn't know. I wasn't really listening to you. I was concentrating on my back harmonies.
The back harmonies were good. Then you tried to get involved in lyrics. You've naughty.
There's only one way we could possibly make this better.
What can we do?
Let's use up the rest of his tape. But this time with a heartfelt and sincere apology. A call to arms. Basically, pretend you're Gordon Brown and make a beautiful speech rescuing the country from the credit crunch and rescuing him from the inner turmoil you've caused by saying that you jumped on a relative.
Yes! You're right, Jonathan. You're right.
At last.
Only by doing the exact thing that we've done 3 times already can we make this situation
If you learn
better.
one thing from history, it's do not repeat your mistakes.
Don't repeat them.
So let's do it right this time.
This time we've got... Thank God, Jonathan.
Maybe this time
You're not doing the lyrics.
I want to do the song this time.
John balls it up, and I can't do backing. It's not in my nature.
But you talked about his granddaughter's menstruation.
Look, we've got a golden opportunity here to make Andrew Sachs happy.
The nice thing is we know we could do it again afterwards. So if we should go in a little bit more relaxed this time.
Right, yeah, that's true. Let's not look at this as the last time we're going to call Andrew Sachs. Because that's the mistake we've made in the past.
Exactly, we got all wound up thinking it's our one chance.
Yeah.
No, the wonder of technology is such that we can keep doing this
We
for
can
hours.
keep ringing Andrew. And even after the show's finished, Jonathan, we can find out where Andrew Sachs lives, kick his front door in, and scream apologies into his bottom.
I'm entering his number in onto my portable phone with the speed dial button right now.
Right, get it on your phone. Right, that's on Jonathan's phone. We can just keep on troubling Andrew Sachs. But let's just, right, this time, more than any other time, this time, Let's do it. Right. Okay. Right. Right. I'll have a little practice. You pretend you're Andrew Sachs' answer phone.
Okay. Hello. And Manuel is not in right now. Please leave a message after the tone. Leave a message.
All right, Andrew Sachs' answer phone. I'm ever so sorry about what I said about Andrew Sachs. And
no, don't repeat the name.
Oh yeah,
he knows who he is.
All right.
Just say.
You know who you are,
say,
mate.
No, that sounds threatening. Just say. just say. Sorry.
I'll kill you.
No, don't. No, just say. Don't say you're wearing him as a hat or anything. Just say sorry.
Sorry.
Just sorry. It's the hardest word sometimes.
Right, sorry.
Just
right.
When you've left your message,
Okay, it's
just
got to be
hang up.
heartfelt to say. Don't burp on it. That nearly went down the answer phone. Ever since I was a little boy.
Just say sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I've done a lot of bad things
Sorry.
as a boy.
No, don't go on about it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, all right? I'm so sorry that I had a difficult life.
No.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andrew.
Just let it heal.
Let's just take some time together. Look, we can meet
No,
up.
he doesn't want to spend any time with you.
Gal
Just say
Garcia
sorry.
Morkablaka.
It's making it worse. Just say sorry.
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 Jonathan's sorry as well.
Sorry.
It was his idea. I was influenced. I just wanted to impress Jonathan Ross
I
and
didn't
got
touch
swept
anyone.
up in it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Very sorry.
Sorry about everything that's ever happened. You were good in the bill.
Stop that.
All right. No, but bye.
Learn from your mistakes.
I've learned a lot from this, Andrew, and it won't ever happen. And now when I watch 40 Towers, I'm going to think, like, avert his feelings.
Have you got John Cleese's number?
Let's ring John Cleese. You're right. Right, put the phone down.
Sorry.
Right, sorry. Right. The only way we can make this better is call up Connie Booth, John Cleese,
Prunella Scales.
anyone involved in 40 Towers.
The Major.
Yeah, get him. If he dies, we will drag his bones out of the earth.
Morning, 40. Anyone been on my
Papers arrived at 40. Russell Brand deceased me granddaughter yet 40.
Join us again for another edition of 𝙲𴷷𴰰 here on Radio 2.
This week, Russell Brand offends much-loved actor Andrew Sachs.
You did as well.
Well, in many ways, I was a lovable cutie while you were a brute.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what came over me. And I'm sure you've heard that before.
No, yeah, well,
Hey.
we all know.
Thank you, Dennis Norden.
There he is. His seed has been rich throughout this show, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Everything's a pun now.
Planted and it was bountiful.
Lovely. Coming to the end of a fantastic show with Jonathan Ross. I think if anyone, no one could have been offended by anything that went on in that show.
Who could possibly be offended by anything there? I don't think anyone could have been offended by that. No,
Not
crazy.
really.
If they were, they're crazy people.
I mean, if Andrew Sachs listens to his answer phone message when he gets
The great thing is, the saving grace is you didn't have anything to do with his granddaughter, did you?
That's the saving. Only that
So
makes it
therefore,
okay.
it's all fine. It's all fine.
fine.
It's just a jest.
Just a jest.
You didn't have anything to do.
Oh, actually, yeah, I did. I slept with her. Oh. But ultimately underlined with love. Underlined with love.
Yeah.
Pure love.
The slip speaks volumes.
Oh, dear. You just said you didn't believe in Freud or Freudian analysis, and you said it was a poetic attempt to restructure the unknowable and try and get hold on things. And then when you're on air, you go, I've got a no soap. So... there you are.
When have I ever boasted about soap?
I don't know what you do. I just turn off. As soon as I hear the theme titles and see them little purple bubbles, bang, off it goes.
I bet you wait to see the one you're in there, don't you?
Am I still on the credit?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, just
thank
about.
God.
I've asked to have you out, but apparently it costs money to remove those.
I'm in a bubble. How ironic. Okay, now Mr. G will summarise the show, which is what he does every week, Jonathan, with a fantastic poem. Here he is, Mr. G.
Let's hear G.
Okay, this poem is called Heroes for Hire. Two titans of titanic stature, tormented to be twinned in tempestuous rapture. Transactional analysis of ego state paralysis. The challenge is for Rambo and Dad Swami to handle this. Going dizzy for dizzy with a waft of whimsy, Jonathan maneuvers through Satsumas confused by orange pip seeds. Quid pro quo. The trincolo flows with Norden's quips and Gordon's click delivering sweet lyrics on answering phones. Search for cooking within and Gale Force wins. It's chips versus sushi, both blurting out links. You've been listening to Radio 2. I hope you've enjoyed your fill with Steptoe Son and that bloke from the Bill.
Woo! Yeah,
the G. One time. Well
done, Mr. G. On the bloody mic, you summarised the whole thing.
Can I suggest something in future?
Yeah, your relationship
Cut the show out and just put that bit out, because then people get 2 hours back. It covers the show beautifully. They don't have to listen to you prancing like a ninny.
Yes, but some of the words need to be anchored in the show, so it doesn't give it any context. And anyway, listening to you go one time, your relationship with Disney Rascal ain't going to last 5 minutes.
Big up the Disney.
He doesn't like you.
He does like me.
I'm going to get friends with him. I'm going to get such good friends.
Did Noel call? No.
Oh,
did I get a text from Dizzy? Yes.
Hold on, here's a text from Noel. Hello, Russell.
There's nothing on the phone. He's not even holding a phone. He's holding a keychain in front of his face.
I like you very much better than Oasis, how I do, but I never called back. I mean, called. Sorry, I text them. But I was like,
sorry, I've got a text here from Alex from the Arctic Monkey saying he loves me.
Oh, hold on, it's
I love you more than Alexa Chung, he said here.
Hold on, do you want to do a record with us?
Oh, look, Brian Ferry's texted me.
Oh, look at this. Jim Morrison.
Buy me some new trousers.
Jonathan Ross.
Jesus has texted me. Who's that fool pretending to be me? Punch him in the
Barry
face.
Norman. Oh, film 2008's rubbish. You better when I done it. At least I...
Doc Cotton's texted me. I want my voice back.
Oh, right. Oh, you've got speech impediment. You shouldn't be allowed on the television. What?
Nothing. Calm down.
Sorry.
Calm down. Save it.
Sorry.
Say something to the bedroom.
Yes, that's
true. You've got a young lady out there unfulfilled from last night.
That woman has got orgasm shuddering through her whole body, and we've only just met. How about that?
Well,
and yes, I'm talking about Joe the engineer.
She's been next door with Steve Wright.
Stephen Wright.
And his self-applied fillings.
Listen, when I do a filling, it does feel right. Russell Brand, all on the mic. You've been listening to the Russell Brand Radio Show. Thank you, Jonathan Ross, for being a fantastic host.
Thank you.
Excellent work, excellent. Thank you to all our guests. Dennis Norden, Gal Garcia Brunel. I thought he's a bridge builder only or something. Come on, let's get his actual name. Gal Garcia Bernal. He's brilliant. He's a brilliant actor. I love him. I was only mucking about. Mr. G, fantastic poem. Did we talk to someone else in the show?
No. We were hoping to get Noel Gallagher.
Andrew Sachs featured, I think, in some way.
Yeah, we should send a bunch of flowers to Andrew Sachs.
Let's send a bunch of flowers to Andrew Sachs appeal, because we're really going to have to get past a lot of things that he said.
Have you ever bumped into him?
No.
Let's hope that continues then.
Oh, my word. Oh, God.
You might hear from his granddaughter, though. She might phone you and say, what
She's
were you
going to, because she was always saying to me, oh, please, if you ever meet my granddad.
Phone her and ask her to break it gently to him and say, there's a message at home. When you get home, just delete them all.
Good idea.
Just delete them all.
We've finally got a chance for redemption. We'll ring the granddaughter. Brilliant.
Oh, no, I've got a better idea. Let's both put on striped T-shirts, break into his house.
Yes.
Merely to delete the answer
phone message.
Let's see what happens. What could go wrong?
Nothing.
No,
literally nothing could go wrong as we smash our away into Andrew Sachs's house.
No, we break in like cat burglars tonight when he's in bed.
While he sleeps.
And then go up to the pillow and kiss him to say sorry.
Sorry. We kiss him up and down his body, apologise him, drench him in gin.
Masturbate him to say sorry. Make you feel better.
So sorry, Andrew Sachs. This will make up for it. Go on, finish it into the palm of my hand. Good girl for Uncle Daddy. Good girl for Uncle Daddy. There we go. What a lovely show it's been. You are listening to...
What's that noise I hear? It's a Sony Award coming your way.
I already got another golden Sony Award for Russell Brand and the Sony Awards. Yeah, Russell Brand. Thanks for listening to the show. Oh, Jonathan, we read this because then it goes into the newsy poos.
The Russell Brand Show is a vanity project for the BBC. This is BBC Radio 2 online on digital and on 88 to 91 FM.
News! Woohoo! News!
Wonderful.